We start tonight with new video released from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. I'm Brittany Dionne. Thank you for joining us. We're now in the 9th day of searching for former corrections officer Vicky White and convict Casey White. This video you see right here behind me shows Vicky White at the counter of a hotel the morning she allegedly helped Casey White escape jail. Terror at an Independence Day parade in Highland Park, Illinois, as a gunman shoots and kills at least 6 people. That teenager was shot and killed on Tuscaloosa Avenue around 7 tonight. Police say the victim was fighting with another person, and that's when the shooting happened. Thieves are going after the metal in the lids, and the man we spoke to tonight says his neighborhood has been hit multiple times. And this mother of 3 says her family was in this parking lot Monday night. It was packed with families waiting to watch Thunder on the Mountain. But before that big show, someone in the parking lot, she says, began popping fireworks, and one of them landed on her daughter's face. Well, more than a week after the Supreme Court said it's up to the states to decide whether to allow abortions, hundreds of people speaking out in protests across the country and the state. Birmingham's total budget for this year, $500 million, a little bit more than that. That includes more than 5% raises. Interest rates are rising again. Actually, they are at levels we haven't seen in more than 3 years. Lauren Harkson speaking with a local realtor on the rates and joins us now. Lauren, what kind of numbers are we talking about here? That's right, and more will follow in the days ahead as the World Games kicks off in Birmingham this week. Tristan Rupert joining us live from downtown Birmingham. Tristan, that's a lot of snow already, and here at home, Steve, more rain is coming, and that snow right behind it. Well, that's a good attitude to have. Just keep going. Look towards the next challenge, right? Oh. Well, it's only been 2 months since Alabama played in the college football national championship game. Yep. Folks, the future conservationists, this next story is all for you, and it'll make folks at home smile. An eagle was recently released back into the wild after being nursed back to health. The female eagle is back in her natural habitat tonight. That deputy tonight saying he's happy he was trained on how to use Narcan, but in his 3 years on the force, he never imagined using it on a child.
Hey, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
This video hard to watch.
Do me a favor, back up for me.
A baby girl lying limp on the floor of this home on the 6400 block of Avenue D in Fairfield.
How long has she been down? How long has she been down?
Investigators say she ingested drugs, possibly fentanyl.
Come on, baby. We're just worried about getting the baby back breathing.
Deputy Jordan Agee with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office seen in this body cam video giving the baby Narcan, rubbing her chest to stir her heart.
Come on, baby.
Investigators say the child's mother, 31-year-old Jeanette Lachey Bell, admitted that the baby had taken some of her drugs. Bell, Agee says, is seen here in the video crying over the child. She was arrested and charged with chemical endangerment of a child.
An awakening to anybody else who has substance abuse that, these kind of things can affect your children. It can affect your family.
According to state data, hundreds of Alabama children are being affected. The Alabama Poison Information Center says since 2018, there have been 259 cases reported to the APIC of children under the age of 13 ingesting opioids in our state.
Been a problem for years.
Ann Slattery, director of the Alabama Poison Information Center with Children's of Alabama.
We have seen opioid overdoses in children of all ages, from toddlers to adolescents.
She says if a parent knows any opioid is around, they should go to a pharmacy and get naloxone, the medicine that can rapidly reverse an opioid overdose. Fortunately, in this instance, the Narcan JSO deputies carry with them on patrol worked. The 1-year-old was revived and taken to the hospital where she's listed in stable condition.
It was scary, and I'm glad the Narcan worked. You never know what that little girl's going to grow up to be. So I'm just happy that it worked.
Neighbors tell us they're praying for this little girl's full recovery. Deputy Agee says he hopes to meet her one day once she's feeling better. Brittany Dionne reporting, WBRC FOX6 News on your side. Those thieves are going after the metal in the lids, and the man we spoke to tonight says his neighborhood has been hit multiple times. This is not something that's the norm for you. No. Ron Nesmith knows his neighborhood well. He's lived here for 25 years.
This is the first time property has been taken off.
The quiet Sun Valley community in Birmingham, tight-knit, but now they're talking even more.
The water meter cover was missing.
Not just his, but several other neighbors. Their water meters now exposed. The iron lid that once covered them,
It's probably 15 pounds, maybe, something like that.
gone.
2 of my neighbors have also lost their covers.
Nesmith says he walked around more and discovered 2 more missing.
There's 5 that I know of on this block.
The lids, he believes, stolen for scrap metal.
They were selling them as scrap metal for about $10 a lid.
The holes now in the ground, a concern.
It's just irritating for the most part. Now, if I happen to drive off in it with my lawnmower, that might get a little exciting. And there could be kids running along here that fall in them and that sort of stuff.
Nesmith says he called Birmingham Waterworks, and since it's city property, he says they should cover the cost to replace it. Birmingham Waterworks says they are aware of the issue, sending WBRC this statement. It says in part that 38 meter lids have been stolen so far, and the thefts have been consistent across the system. The board says they have ordered composite lids and are planning to put traffic cones on the boxes until they can be replaced. And of course, we followed up with Birmingham Waterworks with more questions about the cost to replace all of those lids, as well as how long it'll take before that's done. We'll update you once we hear back. Live tonight in Birmingham, Brittany Dionne, WBRC FOX6 News on your side. This mother of 3 says her family was in this parking lot Monday night. It was packed with families waiting to watch Thunder on the Mountain. But before that big show, someone in the parking lot, she says, began popping fireworks, and one of them landed on her daughter's face.
You see that thing on my... See that thing?
4-year-old Scarlett Harkins shows her bloodied, bruised eye.
Blast off in my eye.
Scarlett's mother, Abby Harkins, says her daughter has retinal bleeding, severe bruising, cuts, and worst of all,
I can't see out of her eye. She can't see.
The mother of 3, distraught. She says Scarlett was hit by a firework someone set off in this parking lot in Homewood. The colorful flame, she says, hit their truck's windshield, then landed on Scarlett, who was sitting in the back with other small children.
My twins are 2. They were in the back of the car with her. Like, it could have been them too. Like, we literally had a truck full of kids.
Her family taking this picture of the person they say lit the fuse. He appears to be a minor, so we've blurred his face. As of right now, there are no criminal charges.
One of them, the one, like the shorter one in the picture that had like a blue thing in his hand, that was actually a torch. So I think, just from looking at him, I would say maybe 13, maybe anywhere from like 13 to 16.
However, Harkins says she has filed a report with Homewood Police, giving them a tag number and pictures.
I just want them to know what they did to my baby. I want them to know the pain that she's feeling.
And thankfully, little Scarlett is feeling a little bit better now, but her mom says they'll have to wait to see if her vision fully returns. She says that they ended up in the emergency room for hours and Scarlett had to be sedated because of the pain. She says she hopes speaking out will show other families that they need to be careful when playing with fireworks. Live tonight in Homewood, Brittany Dionne, WBRC FOX6 News on your side.